Karibu kwenye video ya kwanza ya mwaka, na tutashare kuhusiana na strategy ambayo tunatakiwa kutumia 2023 ili kusucceed especially kwenye forex trading. Karibu, naitwa the man himself, founder wa Forex. Ni YouTuber, blogger, lakini pia online financial market trader. So leo nitaenda kushare na wewe strategy ambayo unatakiwa kutumia 2023 kwenye forex market ili kufanikiwa kugrow your account. Hata kama una account ndogo, itakusaidia kugrow kutoka kwenye account ndogo kwenda kwenye account kubwa. So let me jump direct to the market. So let's go. So strategy to use on 2023 kama ifuatavyo. Nitashare leo setup tatu na episode 1, lakini pia nitashare setup zingine na episode 2 by the end of the next week. So hakikisha umesubscribe, umelike, lakini pia umeshare na wenzako ili wajifunze strategy ya kutumia. Setup ya kwanza tunaita ni invalidation point ama INV. So setup ya kwanza ni INV. How INV setup? Okay. INV setup iko in this way. When the market is moving up, in order to change to the downtrend, inatakiwa kutengeneza this kind of structure. It's like A ambayo ina break this below, then ikisha break, you're expecting for the market to return in this place. Kwa hiyo this is the first setup ambayo tunaitumia kwenye trade 23 ambayo tunaita INV setup. And this setup tuna expect the price to return on this point. So we are expecting price kurudi mpaka hapa, then it will have a downfall. So this is a line chart. So hakikisha unakalama daftari, take a note, hakikisha unarudia video hii, take a note na kuelewa vizuri zaidi. So ninachomaanisha hapa ni nini? That the market inapokuwa ikienda juu, in order to change from uptrend to downtrend, we must get a break of structure. Then tukishapata break of structure, when I say break of structure, I mean this one. Tukishapata break of structure, we're expecting for the price to test here, then to have a drop from here. So this is the setup number 1. Let me show you on the chart actually. Yeah, let me show you on the chart. Is it the USD pair? I think I have a good example on it because we're in the trade. Okay, on NZD USD, actually this is an inverse one, lakini iko in the same way. Ni kwamba when the market was trending down from here to here, market was creating lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low. Then we had this break of structure over here. So watu wataniuliza kwamba market imebreak vipi? Then let me show you. To break the market structure, we are not looking on the wicks, we are looking on the candle. It means that this one over here, hii hapa haikuwa break of the market structure. Why? Because imebreak wick ila candle hazijawa broken. Tafsiri yake ni kwamba sehemu ambayo imebreak market structure ni hii hapa. Kwa hiyo kama this price ambayo ndio imebreak structure, tafsiri yake kwamba our invalidation point is this one over here. Let me make it clean first. Ni kuonyesha vizuri. So our invalidation point is here. Naomba nitengeneze line iwe big for you to see properly. I think hapo kila mtu ataona. Okay. So this one is an invalidation point. And the market, after the break of the structure, as we said that the candle should break the structure and this candle managed to break, we have a test, this first test, this one over here. This closed above, which means that the price still going up. Then yesterday in NFT, this is what happened. Come to take the trade, then we are almost more than 100 pips above. So that's an example number 1. Okay, and example number 2, it's the same here, that we had an INV over here, which is not yet tested. It means that once we're coming from here, tunapotoka hapa, tunakuja kutest this point. Kama tutapata candle closure below this line, this means that this is our validation point, hence we have that type of structure over here. Candle closed below, as we see, we can expect it to have a sell from this point over there. So that's all about invalidation point on NZD/USD. Another example, nichukua siku nyingi, I think, let me show you. It's card JPY. Another example is card JPY. This is one of the good examples. Then I will go on credibility. Card JPY. Let me show you very carefully. The price was trending up, as we see over here, creating high, and high, then high, then high, then we had this break of structure. The candle managed to close below. It means that this one here, it's our invalidation point. So if you need to name it, you come on setting over here, then text it, then you can name it INV, INV, set that. Then after the market drop all the way there, but we need to test the same case applied, the candle closing below. But eventually we didn't take the trade on the first move because the market didn't manage to come back, but created another setup, the same INV over there created here. Then you had a candle closure below. The first candle closure below this one on our validation point. Then we press our selling over there. Then this was the sell up to today, still moving down as you see all the way there. A lot of pips from there. So you don't need to trade a million of pips. I mean of setup to become successful. I mean setup target to become successful. More than more than pips on card JPY incorporated to setup. Okay, that was an INV. Then let's jump on another setup. Let's jump on another setup. Okay, the second setup is new INV. We call it new INV. New INV. INV. You just call it in that way. I'll show you how it's look like. As we said before that, first of all, to change the 20, we have this one. To change the 20, we have to break the structure this way. But on this case, we are not going to test this price. We are going to create another lower low. To trade this setup, you must get another lower low that the price should fail to test here, create a higher, then creating a lower low. This must be created. Lazima kuwe kumetengenezwa lower low. Any price break structure, lakini ishinde kuja kutest this point kwa create another higher low. Then it break this lower low kwa create another lower low. Then we are expecting for the price to come and test this point here, then to have a drop from there. That's what we call new evaluation point. So this is what we call new. This is setup number 2. So this is what we call new INV over there. So baada ya kuona illustration kwenye mchoro ni new INV, let me show you kwenye opposite side. On opposite side vitu sio vipya sana, the same case applied that we had a break. After the break, the price should fail to touch this point below, then creating another high over here. We are expecting for the price to test over there, then to time like it we will have this invalidation point, then we have this invalidation point. Okay, so from there, to take trading from this point over here. So keep a note of this. Na kuelekeza vitu ambavyo vinaweza vikakusaidia. Okay, keep a note of this. So from there, for the case of SL, tunatumia 15 pips mpaka 25. So don't forget about that. So let's go see an example. Euro USD as an example. I have an example which I taken last year. This was an example of new validation point. The price dropped, then after the drop, higher low, lower low, lower high, lower low, then created a high after this break of structure. As you see that the candle as you see that the candle closed above, as you see. Then after closing above, then we had created another high after breaking this high. Then we have this high over here. So this one over here, it's an invalidation point, INV, as you see. Then after that INV, we had new, new. Okay. Then we expected the price to pull back, then price terminate to pull back, then the candle closure above. The first candle after closing above, then the next candle will take our buy trade. Then from there up to today, how many pips from there? A lot of pips from where the market begin to where the price it is. Almost 1,000 pips each bit, 1,000 pips from there. So take this serious kwa sababu ni setup ambayo inaweza ikakusaidia kutoka kwenye sehemu moja kwenda nyingine. Na share hii free kwa ajili yako. But remember ni kwamba hivi vitu vinaenda na supply and demand. Kama hakuna supply, kama hakuna demand, kuna ugumu wake. Angalia this one here. There is a what? There is a demand. Let's back on NZD USD so that I can show you. Okay? I can show you. Hapa kuna demand. You see, kuna demand. Hapa, as you see, kuna supply. So hivi vitu vinaendana na demand na supply. Cha kukusaidia zaidi ni kuwekea link on description ambapo kuna supply and demand cause nimeweka kwa ajili yako. Nikuwekea link description wapi utaenda kusoma the best supply and demand cause ambayo nime upload for you kwenye Gumroad. So click the link then jifunze supply and demand. Ipo kwenye description hii video. Okay, let's move on another example. Yeah, new validation point, UPJPY. UPJPY is another example, not Euro, UPJPY. UPJPY is another example for new validation point. As I said before, that the same case applied, price ilikuwa inaenda juu. Then you have this break of structure, then you have closure below. Then after closure below, the price failed to come and test the validation point. After that, price managed to create another lower low, ambayo inaifanya hii kuwa new invalidation point. Then the price returned on the area, then you had the kind of closure below. Then from there, you had a short trade. Then we had a short trade from there. Had a short trade from there up to today in almost pips ngapi? Almost pips moja zilifika. Yeah. So hizi ni setup mbili makini ambazo unaweza ukazitumia kusucceed kwenye forex trading, especially mwaka wa 2023. Nakukumbusha tena, usisahau kushare na mwenzako, usisahau kulike video, usisahau kucomment, lakini pia usisahau kutupa mawazo yako ili tufanye ili kuhakikisha tunakusogeza mbele zaidi. Narudia tena, the same case applied, supply and demand bado inafanya kazi. Kwa hiyo kujifunza supply and demand ni muhimu. So all these things are linked on supply and demand, as you see till the supply things over there. Kwa hiyo the best way wewe kuanalyze market kama utajua supply and demand na kuunganisha na hizo setup ambazo nakupa leo. Let's jump on the setup ya tatu. Okay. Setup ya tatu tunaita structural test. SR setup tunaita structural testing ama SR setup. SR setup. SR setup, just a simple thing. SR setup inabaki the same thing kwamba the price was moving up like that way, then tukawa na break of structure, tukawa na validation point, price ina possibility ya kuja ikavunja. Ikishavunja this area, manake the next target ambayo tunasubiria wagani is top one. So the top one is what we call SR setup. Kwa tuna expect price ikifika hapa kama itatupa candle closure below, we expect it to have a drop from there to the downside. So far, the same case applied kama kutakuwa na new validation point na bado na price ikarudi juu. Kama kutakuwa na invalidation point, new validation point, Still kama price itarudi juu, we expect it to have a drop. Kwa hiyo this will stay at the SR setup, but this will be validation point and this will be new validation point. Lakini tafasiri ya this price kuvunja all this area ni kwamba this are not powerful enough mpaka price imeamua kurudi kwenye kwenye SR setup. Same case to the bottom side, that the price was moving down, then you had a breakout structure, then the price prepared to reject it from here, then the price decided to reject it kutoka huku chini, ndio tunaenda juu. The same case hapa, kama tutakuwa na new validation point, the price will drop this way, then we had a new validation point, but the price imegoma kurudia pale, then imekuja mpaka the bottom side, then we are good to go up. Well, these all are setup ambazo tunaweza tukazitumia ku benefit from trading. So from there, we can take a buy from this point here to the top side, then we can take also from this point here to the top side. So that's SR setup. Let me show you an example of SR setup on Euro JPY and GBP USD. Let's go. On setup Euro JPY, sorry, Euro JPY. On Euro JPY, we have structural test setup, which was created on Mandra trader. On Mandra was having this one. Was having an INV over here, as I said. So this named as INV. So this actually setup is not kuja kuonekana hapa. Kulikuwa na INV, lakini kulikuwa na new INV, lakini pia kulikuwa kuna SR setup. Okay. Kwa hiyo ni setup tatu ambazo zimetokea. Setup ya kwanza imekuwa broken since we have a sell from the bottom kuanzia hapa, lakini baadaye ikaja kuwa broken, then this one also ikawa broken, then the third one applied to be the sell setup. Kwa hiyo tutarajia kumuona hiyo JPY drop as much as it can. Itadrop sana because it's SR setup. Let me show you on GBP USD on the index side. I think we have an index side on it. This was on 4-hour time. So, where is this one over here? Okay, that one, this one over here. Who was having an invalidation point over here? Then the price needed to break all these invalidation point. Kama unavyoona hapa, price haikuwezi respect this invalidation point, but at the end of the day, it done on the top. Then from the top, we had that pretty drop. I say it's more than a day from here to here, almost every day. So it's the gritty trading setup ambazo mtu unaweza kutumia na ukamake money during 2023 time. So thank you so much for watching your video. Lakini pia usisahau kwamba kama unahitaji kutrade lazima utahitaji broker. So recommended broker ipo kwenye description. Kuweka open account, verify account yako, then deposit on the trade. Good thing about a broker, unaweza ukadeposit kwa kutumia pesa, tiko pesa ya temane siku yoyote, na unaweza withdraw kwa kutumia njia hizo siku yoyote pasipo kutegemea agent. So your money will be safe. Feel free to use our broker. Lakini pia spreading na normal zipo kawaida sana. Execution asubuhi, lakini pia the matter of leverage anakupa leverage mpaka unlimited. So it's good for you as a risk taker to use our recommended broker. I'm out. The man himself, Forex trader, I mean online financial market trader, lakini pia YouTuber pamoja na blogger. Kwenye hizi sekta zote tatu, kutaka kujua kitu chochote, just check me out on Instagram at officialself, lakini pia Twitter at officialself1. WhatsApp pia nitapatia namba kwenye description. So see you on the episode 2 of 2023 trading strategy ama trading setup ambazo tutatumia ili kuhakikisha wote tunafanikiwa na kufikia malengo yetu. Thank you so much guys for watching our video.